From the studios of WSUS, this is College Hill Perspectives. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tony Selimo, and the College Hill Perspectives program today, we're going to be focusing on an event that occurs every year in memorial of the 2001 September 11th attacks, as we all remember, and we have the 9/11, as it's known, memorial centered right there at Sussex County Community College. Now, each year we have the memorial service, which it actually occurs right at the monument, and this year it is on September 11th, and that is a Saturday, and it begins at 3 o'clock. And with me today is Lieutenant Mike Richards. He is with the Newton Police Department. He's also on board with the 9/11 Memorial Committee in the county. And Barry Worman. Barry is the former county superintendent here at Sussex County, and he's also the treasurer of the Pocono Mountains Corvette Club, and he handles and is co-chair of the 9/11 Memorial Car Show. So we're going to be talking to both of you gentlemen today. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Morning. Good morning.
Now, over the last several years, obviously since the event, we've had this memorial event. The committee has been putting together the event. The committee also does a number of things as far as supporting and getting information, giving out to the county, also looking for support from the county to maintain and operate and hold this event, right? Let's talk to Lieutenant Richards first. Mike?
Yes, originally back in 2003, when we unveiled the monument at the college, we were primarily supported through contributions from residents and business owners throughout Sussex County in cooperation with the Sussex County PBA. We were able to completely raise all the money needed to establish this memorial here at the Sussex County Community College. And then over the years, we've been able to partner with the Pocono Mountain Corvette Club, and through their 9/11 Memorial Car Show, we've been able to keep fundraising each year to help support providing scholarships for students at the county college, so that we can not only hold these annual services each year to recognize the heroic sacrifices made on that tragic day and remember the innocent lives that were lost, but also to help educate and engage the students at the Sussex County Community College so they can help to further the mission of the memorial to never forget.
Right, and it's been a very big event each year at the campus. We usually hold it on the Sunday prior to or after, but this year it's actually on the 11th, right?
Yes, and in the past, we've been very fortunate to get some really great speakers. In the past, we've had Bernie Carrick, who was the police commissioner for the New York City Police Department. We've had, at the time, he was U.S. Attorney Chris Christie. Now he's our governor. We've had Governor Donald DeFrancesco. And this year, we're very excited to be able to have Brigadier General Jonathan Maddox, who is the commanding general of Picatinny Arsenal. And we're going to also have Ira Polk, who's he's a director of the Clearing Corporation based in Manhattan, New York. And as in the past, we're going to be able to provide these different unique perspectives of people that in some way have a relation to 9/11 and how it affected them in their occupations.
And Ira will be on the program just after the second half of the program today to talk about that as well. Barry, let's talk about how you got involved with the program and tell us what you're up to.
Okay. Well, our Pocono Mountains Corvette Club, going back to right at the very beginning of the dedication of the memorial, decided that it would be a community project for us to continue to support the upkeep of the memorial. So we decided that our car show, which we've been holding annually and had been donating monies to various charities in the county, decided that we would take the 9/11 memorial as our main thrust. So each year, on or about the time period of the memorial, we do have an open car show, and for the past 2 years, it's been on the campus of Sussex Community College. college, and prior to that I was at the tech school. But each year, our proceeds are dedicated to the 9/11 memorial, and we've been helping to sustain it. At the same time, not to forget Flight 93, the Pocono Mountains Corvette Club also makes a donation there, and also to the Newton Fire Department, because we kind of have a symbiotic relationship with them in that for the past many years, they've been providing a food stand for the car show as a fundraiser for themselves also.
Now, the car show, Barry, it's the Pocono Mountain Corvette Club, but it's not just Corvettes, right?
No, it's an open car show. This past August 22nd, Sunday, although it was a rainy day, we did have several cars show up. And best of show actually was a 1930 Model A pickup. So, you know, all cars are invited. We do have a class, obviously, for Corvettes. And that part of the show is a nationally sanctioned show. So there are Corvettes that came from Central PA, from Maryland, but we are open to all cars.
Lieutenant Richards, let's talk a little bit about what's going to be going on at the memorial event. Once again, folks, for you out there listening, that comes up this coming Saturday, September 11th, on the anniversary date, the 9th anniversary, right at the college at 3 o'clock. That's as soon as you enter the campus. The monument is right there in front of you. It's an absolutely spectacular location and monument. And Lieutenant Richards, tell us a little bit about what is going to go on at the memorial.
Well, over the years, we've been able to continue to have the ceremony evolve, and it includes, just as the monument includes many facets of what occurred on 9/11, we also try to include a lot of different folks from those different branches of public safety and the military, and as well as students. For instance, during the wreath laying, we'll have members of local police, fire, and emergency rescue squads there to lay wreaths in memory of those who were killed on 9/11 from those public safety branches, as well as there will be some Marines there to honor the military lives lost, and we'll also have a representative from the Pocono Mountain Corvette Club, Ralph Smith, as well as the Student Government Association president for Sussex County Community College, will lay a wreath in honor of the civilians who were killed on 9/11. Mm-hmm. But we also have, there's a lot of very nice ceremonial parts to the program, like the raising of the colors, which is done by 2 Marines. And when we have the lowering of the colors part of the ceremony, we have 2 Marines who do that for us. One guy, I'm sure a lot of listeners will be familiar with, is Chief George Lott, who is an outstanding member of the Color Guard. Mm-hmm. And we have nice buglers who play taps during that part of the ceremony. We also involve a lot of the area Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, and they lead us all with the Eagle Scouts in doing the Pledge of Allegiance at the beginning of the ceremony. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of different elements that I think make it very interesting to attend, and it should be interesting to the children as well, and especially those that can participate. We depend a lot on the county college to find the local talent, and there's different spots throughout the program where we get to enjoy listening to solo performances of the national anthem, God Bless America, and other very good songs that are fitting during the ceremony. And we also look forward to the police pipes and drums of Morris County, and there's never a dry eye after they get done playing, like Amazing Grace.
Yeah, it is a very moving ceremony, and when you think back, Lieutenant Richards, and you go back to 2001, from September 11th, from the event of that day, and you look at all the things that have gone on since, the Iraq War, the Afghanistan War, all kind of tied in.
Yes, and just like I was saying before, the monument has the shape of a pentagon at the bottom, whereas the main face of the monument says September 11th, 2001, and the other four sides has the different flight numbers of the planes that were involved that day. On top of that is granite in the shape of rubble with an actual steel beam that was taken from ground zero, rising up out of the rubble in a symbolic way of the determination and the American pride that we witnessed together after 9/11.
And the steel beam, it's very, very impressive when you see it. It's very large, and also there's numbers written on it from, I guess, the day that it was recovered, which is very interesting. A lot of people comment about that when I see they walk around the monument after the event, and they talk about that.
Yeah, I think that the numbers that were on that steel beam, that may have been, each of the beams were numbered, and as you know, when the World Trade Centers were built, the steel was kept in New Jersey, and like an erector set, they brought everything over and constructed it.
Right.
I think everything was numbered for that reason.
Right, right.
Where everything belonged.
Barry, with your participation in this event, what kind of feeling do you get when you're out there on that day when you have this memorial occurring?
It's certainly very touching, and part of the reason that the club got involved was that we actually have a member who worked on the pile for many, many months afterward and gets very emotional. And also one of our members was a co-worker of Hilda on Flight 93 that crashed in Shanksville, and that same person was also an instructor, EMT instructor, that one of her students died in the collapse. So there's a lot of emotion within the club, and the club a couple of years ago did take a trip out to Shanksville, and it was certainly hollow ground. So there's a lot of sentiment within the club for the support that we offer for the substance of the memorial. But one of the really happy things that we're able to do is, from the proceeds, is to make our contribution to the county 9/11 committee, and that money is being used for book scholarships at the campus. So we're trying to maintain never forget.
And it's the very important last line, and never forget. We're 9 years past now. We're going to be approaching, after this weekend, we'll be going into the 10th year, heading in towards the 10th anniversary. And when you think about it, there are children that are out there going to be 9, 10 years old that weren't around at that time, and now this time, like you said, we'll never forget. This is a way for them to kind of get information and learn about what happened on that day.
Exactly. The college, for the past couple of years that we've been able to offer this book scholarship, had done it through the freshman seminar, in that those students would have been old enough to recall what their emotions were that day. But the college this year is going to change the thrust of the essay, in that it's going to be coming through the history department. So the college and the committee and the Pocono Mountains Corvette Club certainly want to have us all always remember.
Right, and that's what we're looking forward to on the upcoming Saturday. Well, gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for being on the program with us this morning.
You're certainly welcome.
Thank you, Tony.
All right, we've been speaking to Lieutenant Mike Richards. He is involved with the 9/11 ceremony. He's also on the 9/11 committee that governs the ceremony. We also are talking to Barry Worman. He is the former superintendent of schools. He is the treasurer of the 9/11, actually of the Pocono Mountain Car Club, and he is the co-chair of the 9/11 Memorial Car Show that we were talking about, and we'll see them both out at the ceremony. Once again, the ceremony is this coming Saturday, September 11th, at the center of the campus, right there at the monument, and it begins at 3 in the afternoon. This is College Hill Perspectives. We'll be back right after this, folks.